Welcome to NCERT Math Channel. Today we are going to see the exercise problem with solution. Exercise number 1.3. Shall we start the exercise problems? The first question is 730 plus 998. So 730 can be rounded by the nearest tens or hundreds. That is the general rule, right? So what is the nearest tens or hundreds of 730? Which will be 700 will be the nearest hundreds, right? So 700. So 998 can be rounded off as 1000. So simple. It is the addition is 1700, which is much simpler than the complex exact solution. It is a round off, right? It is an approximate value. So shall we move on to the second question? The second question is we have to add the 12,904 plus 2,888. 12,904 can be rounded as 13,000 as the nearest hundreds, right? So then 2,888 can be rounded as 2,900. Okay, so it is very much easier. Let me say a calculation, addition, how it is possible. So 13,000 plus 2,000, it is 15,000, right? So 15,000 plus 900, it will be 15,900. It is simple. Then the complex exact solution, it is an approximate value, right? So let us move on to the third question. It is an subtraction problem. Okay, so first of all we have to round it and then we have to subtract it. Okay, the first question in the subtraction is 796 minus 314. Okay, 796 can be rounded as the nearest hundreds as 800. In 314 can be rounded as 300 as it is the nearest hundreds. So 800 minus 300, it is exactly 500, but it is an approximate value of the original question. Okay, so next comes the second question in the subtraction. It is 28,292 minus 21,496. 28,292 can be rounded as the nearest hundreds. Yeah, which is the nearest hundreds? So 292, which is the nearest hundred, it's 300 exactly. So we can round it as 28,300. Okay, minus 21,496 can be rounded as the nearest hundreds as 21,500. So the question can be framed as 28,300 minus 21,500. So how can you do the subtraction with the minimum quantity of seconds? So let me segregate for you easily. So 28,000 minus 21,000 will be 7,000. So first of all 7,000 you keep in a mind in a section. Okay, so plus 300, it will be 7,300, right? So you have to minus 500 from it. Okay, so we have to minus the 500 from it. It will be 6,800. So it is much simple, really. So you can do all this calculation in your mind. This is an approximate value. So the main thing is solution should be approximate, but it should be much nearer to the exact solution. Mostly to compete the solution nearer to the tens or the nearest hundreds will give you exact estimated solution. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe NCERT for more math related videos useful for both academic and competitive exams.